Okay, so picture this for a second. The ultimate command center. You're sitting at a single desk, you've got one keyboard, one mouse, a couple of really nice monitors right in front of you. But here's the magic. From that one spot, you are controlling a physical server that's buzzing away in the basement. And a second later, you're controlling a virtual machine that's just floating out there in the cloud.
That's the single pane of glass dream, isn't it? Everybody wants it, but actually pulling it off, it's usually a logistical nightmare.
Right. I mean, that usually involves swapping cables or trying to log into some kind of laggy remote desktop software. But today we're doing a deep dive into a device that claims to make this seamless. It's the AdderLink Infinity ALIF3000R-US.
A bit of a mouthful.
A massive mouthful, yeah. I mean, technically it's a dual-head USB 2.0 IP KVM extender receiver. But let's just, strip away the jargon.
Please.
Our mission today is to figure out if this one box actually solves that hybrid workplace headache, or if it's just another piece of expensive enterprise gear.
Well, the headline innovation is specifically that hybrid aspect. Historically, this has been a really messy problem.
Oh, so?
You'd have your physical KVM switches literally connecting video cables for your local machines, and then you'd have completely separate software for your virtual desktop infrastructure, your VDI.
So, two different workflows, or maybe even two different computers on your desk.
Exactly. And the ALIF3000R is interesting because it bridges that gap. It grabs the video and control signals from the physical machines and the data streams from the virtual ones and puts them all on one interface.
So it's a translator. It speaks HDMI cable, and it also speaks Internet Protocol at the same time.
That is a great way to put it. And the sources all emphasize this idea of no rip and replace.
Which I'm guessing is music to an IT manager's ears.
Oh, huge. If an office is already wired up with an existing AdderLink setup, you don't have to tear out all the cabling just to add virtual machine access. This unit is backwards compatible. It just slides right into the network.
Okay, but let's talk about the actual experience. Because normally when you start streaming desktops over a network, things can get mushy.
Yeah.
You move the mouse, and the cursor just sort of floats a split second later.
The spongy mouse effect, it kills productivity.
It drives me crazy. But looking at the specs, this unit is built on an Intel x86 architecture. It actually has a proper processor inside it.
And that's the key differentiator. Because it has that processing power, Adder can claim pixel-perfect image quality. We aren't talking about, a compressed video feed like a Zoom call.
Right. The notes say it supports a huge 2560 by 1600 resolution on one screen, or dual monitors at 1920 by 1200.
And that's over a standard 1 gigabit fiber connection. So if you're a radiologist looking at x-rays or a video editor doing color grading, you're not getting any compression artifacts. What you see is exactly what the computer's putting out.
And speaking of video editors, there's a feature here called USB True Emulation. Now, a normal KVM is fine for a mouse, but what if I plug in, say, a complex color grading wheel or a 3D joystick?
Most generic KVMs would just choke on that. They don't know how to interpret those specialized data signals.
Right.
But true emulation means the ALIF3000 actually mimics the real USB behavior to the target computer. So you can switch from your email VM to your high-end rendering rig, and your Wacom tablet or your Jog shuttle just works instantly.
No driver conflicts or anything.
Zero. The unit actually ships in a zero config state. You just plug it in and it works. You don't have to install any software on the target machines.
Okay, I have to play the skeptic for a minute.
Go for it.
You're telling me we're putting access to all our physical servers, all our sensitive VMs, directly onto the IP network?
Yeah.
That just feels like a security nightmare waiting to happen.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that's actually why this kind of hardware exists. Adder describes it as a closed and hardened system.
Meaning what exactly?
It means the receiver box itself is totally locked down. You can't load third-party software onto it. So you can't get a virus on the KVM that then jumps over to the server. It's essentially a secure window. You can look through it and you can reach through it, but the window itself can't be compromised.
And I guess that connects to the Infinity part of the name,
Yeah.
the scalability.
Right. When you add their management system, they call it AIM, this stops being just a point-to-point extender. It becomes a full-on matrix. Any user at any desk can connect to any computer they have permission for.
So the editor on the third floor can access the rendering server in the basement with the same performance as if it were right under their desk.
Precisely. It decouples the user from the physical location of the hardware.
It really makes you wonder about the future of the office desk then. I mean, if a tiny box like this can stream pixel-perfect video and give you instant control from anywhere, Are we looking at the final days of having a big, noisy computer tower hitting our knees under the desk?
I think the writing is on the wall. The desk is just a portal now. All the heavy lifting, all the real computing, it's happening somewhere else entirely.
Something to chew on the next time you hear your computer fan spinning up like a jet engine. Thanks for listening to this deep dive, and we'll catch you on the next one.